Most welcome, dear students. My name is DN Sukla from LPM Public School. Dear student, this is second video of this topic, non-finite verbs. In my previous video, we had talked about infinitive, about finite and non-finite verbs. So in this video, we will talk about participles. Dear students, as you know that participles are formed when we add ing with the base form of the verb, like playing, dancing, walking, knocking, talking. So these all are called present participle. And the third form of the verb, that is called past participle. When we add ed, d, t, en or n with base form of the verb, then we can form past participles. So there are two types of participles: present participles and past participles. Now some examples are given. Read them. The cracking noise disturbed us. Here cracking is present participle. The leaking pipe must be replaced. Here leaking is present participle. In the same sequence, the curling leaves of the window trees rustled in the breeze. So these words are present participle and they have been used as adjectives. Some more examples are given. The injured boy was taken to the hospital. The frightened girl shouted loudly. The rescued the passengers from the wrecked car. Nobody ate the burnt toast. So here the highlighted words, they are past participle: injured, frightened, wrecked, burnt. So these are past participle and they have been used as adjectives. Now look, two more examples are given. Try to understand them. Having cooked the dinner, she went for a walk. Having spent all your money, we went home. Here, dear students, the highlighted words are perfect participles. They represent an action that was completed at some point of time in the past. So they are called perfect participles. A participle is that form of the verb that can act as an adjective in a sentence. So it is very important line. You should learn it, that a participle is that form of the verb that can act as an adjective in a sentence. And now we will talk about the use of the participles. Dear student, first point, participles are used as attributives. For example, the torn seat flew away, a burnt child dread the fire. And participles are used in the predicate, modifying the subject or the object. And for instance, you can see two examples are given. The boy looked terrified. He kept me standing. So here the word terrified and standing is the part of predicate, and it is used to modify the subject or object. to talk about an earlier action. If there is any action that is earlier and you need to talk about that, you can use participles. Seeing the tiger, the man fled. Dejected by the feller, she left his home. Now, some examples are given. Dear student, rewrite these sentences by inserting the participles given in the brackets in the appropriate place. Make other necessary changes. Follow the example. First example is done for you. Over the wall, the thief escaped. So, jumping over the wall, the thief escaped. The noise, the thieves fled. So, hearing the noise, the thief fled. A baby is difficult to manage, and you are given the word in bracket crying. So you can write a crying baby is difficult to manage. Next, fourth number sentence, screaming. The man ran into the factory screaming loudly. By the enemy, the soldier put up a brave front. So you have to use captured. Captured by the enemy, the soldier put up a brave front. Slept, we felt fresh. So you can form it. Having slept, we felt fresh. By the door, the child waved goodbye. So, standing by the door, the child waved goodbye. The night cold, we stayed indoors. Being the night cold, we stayed indoors. Next sentence, number 9. The poor children slept by the cinders. So, the poor children slept by the smoldering cinders. By endless suffering, the man grew helpless. So you form the new sentence, broken by endless suffering. The man grew hopeless. Now some points are given here to learn. We can join pairs of sentences by using participles. Look at these pairs of sentences. Dear student, you need to look attentively so that you can understand these exercises properly. The girl noticed a car. The car was coming toward her. So this is separate two sentence. And now, while using participles, we are going to combine these two sentences. The girl noticed a car coming toward her. Komal opened the cupboard. Komal took out a shawl. The new sentence, opening the cupboard, Komal took out a shawl. I saw an elephant. I ran for my life. Seeing an elephant, I ran for my life. Dear student, in the above examples, both actions take place at the same time. When we join the sentences, one finite verb is removed and we use its present participle. form and state. But sometimes the second action begins only after the first has been completed. In that case, we convert the finite verb denoting the first action into perfect participles. He had lost all his books. He went to his friend for help. So, having lost all his books, he went to his friend for help. And now you are given exercise for practice. Join these pairs of sentences using participles. He picked up his stick. He ran to the door. Picking up his stick, he ran toward the door. Second sentence. He walked into an empty room. He looked around. He looked around, walking into an empty room. I walked into the library. I went to the counter. Walking into the library, I went to the counter. I was mesmerized by the scene. I stood rooted to the spot. Mesmerizing by the scene, I stood rooted to the spot. I alighted from the train. I looked for my mother. Having alighted from the train, I looked for my mother. We saw some boys, they were quarreling among themselves. We saw some quarreling boys among themselves. He was deceived by his employer. He lost all hope. Having lost all hope, he was deceived by his employer. I heard a loud noise. I got up from my bed. Hearing a loud noise, I got up from my bed. So these are the answers of these exercises. Exercise 9. The man was injured. He was hospitalized. The injured man was hospitalized. A man was walking down the lane. He spotted a kitten. So, having walked down the lane, a man spotted a kitten. He hurt her leg. She stopped walking. Having hurt her leg, she stopped walking. Mr. H completed his work. He went to sleep. Having completed his work, he went to sleep. So these are the answers. And dear students, a more important point is given here. It is important to learn it. Look at these sentences. Do they seem correct? Walking through the forest, the surrounding was cold. Going down the road, horrifying sight was seen. In each of these sentences, there is no noun or pronoun to which the highlighted participles refers. These sentences should be written as walking through the forest, I found the surrounding cold. Going down the road, I saw a horrifying sight. So, in this way, you can correct the sentence. Now, dear student, we are going to talk about gerund. Look at these sentences. Notice how the ing words have been used in these sentences. Swimming is a good way to exercise. Here, swimming is subject of the sentence. I enjoy reading. Here, reading is object of the sentence. He is fond of eating ice cream. Here, it is used as object of the preposition. So, now look one more example. What I quite abhor is lying. Here, this is used as complement of the verb. In these sentences, the ing word function like nouns. However, all these words are derived from verb. When the ing form of the verb, that is called present participle form of the verb, is used as a noun in a sentence, we call it gerund. A gerund is a verbal noun. The ing word can be used in different ways. Dancing is her hobby. Subject, the girl is dancing gracefully. Verb, everybody gathered to see the dancing peacock. Adjective. So here the ing word can be used in different ways, at the place of subject, at the place of adjective, and at the place of verb. Now you are given exercise to practice. Identify the highlighted words as participles or gerund in these sentences. If the ing word does the work of adjective, it is called participles. And if it does the work of subject, it is called gerund. Loitering in the corridor is forbidden. Here the word loitering is gerund. The thundering cloud soon came down as rains. Here thundering word is participles. Rowing down the streams, we came across a beautiful waterfall. Here the word rowing is participle. Killing wild animal is a cruel sport. Here the word killing is participle. We were tired of listening to his compliments. Listening word is participle. Driving down the lane, I found a puppy. Driving word is participle here. Being frightened, she hid in the closet. Being is the word being is participle. His behavior was frustrating. This is gerund. I love watching the stars at night. Watching the stars. I love watching the stars at night. Here the word watching is gerund. The children slide on the frozen lake. This is participle. The boys swimming in the pond had a merry time. This is gerund. So dear student, some more examples are given. Dubbed by a local thug, he lost all his savings. Here the word is participle. Excusing herself from the conference, she went to answer the phone. Excusing is participle. Sleeping is my cat's favorite hobby. Here the word sleeping is gerund. The speeding car crashed against the tree. Here the word speeding is participle. James loves swimming. This is gerund. Camping along the banks of the Ganga is my idea of a vacation. Here camping word is participle. I love cooking for friends. This is participle. The gurgling stream provided a picturesque view. The word gurgling is participle. Now some points are given here to learn. Gerunds are infinitives, as both gerunds and infinitives can act as noun and verbs. They have the same use. Thus, in many sentences, either of them may be used. For example, teach me to sing. This is infinitive. Teach me singing. It is gerund. No one likes to wait. Infinitive. No one likes waiting. Gerund. So circle the correct answer. I would like to see you again. I saw him to cross the road. I saw him cross the road. He likes swimming. He does nothing but watch television all day long. Learning French is not difficult. Do not get up a running bus. Having finished their work, they went home. After completing his homework, he went out to play. He is anxious to get the news. I must exercise more to keep fit. Rewrite each of these sentences using a gerund in place of infinitive. Teach me to cook. So write teach me cooking. So on did teach me cooking. Dancing, to dance will require training. Dancing will require training. Like this, you have to solve these exercises. I hope you understand about participles and gerunds and infinitives very well. Thank you very much for watching this video.